You take this. Oh, let me put this syrup behind the phone so I can talk to y'all while I'm at Denny's. You know how people hate being late? I hate being on time. I actually hate being early. Patrick Quarter, what's going on? Where you at? I actually hate being early. I have like 2 hours before I have to be somewhere. First of all, I just got to town, and where I got to be at is like in Baltimore. So I'm like, well, I won't be going way down to DC, which is like a half-hour drive. God knows how long on the train, which is what I'll be taking to get down there. And so I'm like, I'll just wait here. But then I was on the bus and it passed a Denny's. And the bus driver's like, you better get off right there at that Denny's because it's about to be hot. So, and that's good too because I can eat and then I'll have a 15-minute walk to the place. And then I guess I'll get some coffee. And I'm telling you, I get so sick of all this air conditioning. Like, I know it's like summertime or whatever, but like I like summer because I like the heat.
How you doing?
Hey, what's going on? I'll take some coffee to drink to start and some water, please.
You said water. What was before the water?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
Thanks so much. You said if you're not early, you're late. That's exactly what it is, Patrick. If I am not early, I am extremely late. Mr. Sonson. Mr. Sunsun 89, but just living in LA. Hey, what's going on? Living in LA. As soon as I saw your name, I was like Sonsun because everybody is like Latino or some kind of they wouldn't say Sunsun. They would be like Mr. Sonsun, Mr. Sonsun 89. How you doing? I'm doing great. I put my hair, I've stayed in these Bantu knots all night long because I really want my hair to do like a big fro. Like, you see people hair, I got natural hair, so like, I really want to do like a big fro. And child, as soon as I hit this DC weather, all attempted fro was just kaput. Like, the humidity was like, so ponytail, but I like ponytail. Ponytail is cool. What y'all doing this morning? Where y'all at? Y'all up? It's LA. Let me move this a little bit over so the light is not shining in from the sun. Like, talk about it. Y'all in LA or what? Where y'all at? Because I'm in Baltimore. I'm doing good. You got me laughing. My coworkers used to call me Saison. Saison. That's because Sanson is the same as Saison. Saison is that, wait, isn't Saison that yellow, the yellow stuff that go on the rice for the spread? Either way, listen, Sanson, you are technically Hispanic by name, okay? So don't try to be anything. Oh, you said drinking coffee with Dale. Actually, my homegirl Katrina has coffee with Katrina. So, but if you're drinking coffee too, I'll be drinking it. I promised myself I wouldn't be drinking it too much, but like, it's cold up in here, so that's why, like, the summertime cures all my coffee cravings. Like, because it's too hot out there to do any kind of coffee in this kind of heat. But like, when I'm in the AC, that's when I can like straight coffee it up, because that's the only time I crave coffee is like when it's cold. But coffee is like so drying to the system, as a woman, you need to like be careful of shit that dry you out, because look, for a while, all like my hands was feeling like stiff or whatever, like I drink coffee, my hands was feeling like real stiff, like a arthritis. I'm like, oh my God, is the rigor mortis setting in while I'm alive? I'm going stiff while I'm alive. So I'm like, no, coffee. No, I gotta limit you. I started doing this stuff called Living Bitters. C. Mays 50, Stephen Drix, Step Hendricks, Stephen Drix. Super Tyree 15, what's going on? I see the morning time is the time to go live. Everybody on and popping up, ready, get their morning started. I'm getting my morning started too. I'm actually here in Baltimore. I just flew into Baltimore because I'm gonna be doing the House of Comedy this weekend in DC on Friday and Saturday. So if y'all know anybody in the DC area, if y'all in the DC area, please come like to the show. Buy tickets at houseofcomedymd.com because it's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be. You said those earrings though, and you know what? Every time somebody says something about the earrings, I let them feel the earrings just so you can feel how light they are. Like they are so light because they look so heavy. But no, it's just like style. I got these at a hair show at a black hair festival like years ago, and I one thing about short hair, that's what I love about short hair is like short hair be loving you. You know, you be rocking all the dope earrings on short hair. Let me find out what I want to eat though. He said I was going to hit you up because I'm going to be in LA in 2 weeks. You know what? That's the only thing about moving to LA. I have just become the LA contact for everybody. I'm talking about everybody and their grandma be like, hey, Dale, I'm coming out to LA. Hey, Dale, and you know what? I'm glad to be here too because people definitely hold me down when I'm going to these other towns. So I am glad to be a wealth of information. I'm going to just let you know that whatever I know, you got it. You got the information because that's how I want the Lord to do me. I want him to drop off the information freely. So I just be like, even like sometimes I'll get an opportunity. Like I'll get like an audition opportunity and then somebody will flash up in my mind and I'll be like, they're not interested in that. And then I'll be like, no, but because they flashed in my mind, I just need to send it anyway because I don't want, I feel like, yes, I do need a few minutes. I feel like I don't want anybody to like if somebody flashes in my mind, it's the Lord telling me like, bless them, bless them, bless them, bless them. So I try to like go with that immediately as opposed to like my human instincts being a hater, which I just pride myself on not being. Kyle, what you been up to though? What have you been up to? How is the New York treaty? I'm gonna actually be in New York in 2 days. I've been coming to New York pretty often. I've been coming to the East Coast pretty often, getting my song to jump off. Like, Lord, and this Boom Boom Thursdays. I'm gonna need y'all to call in to your local radio station and request Boom Boom, please. Call in and request Boom Boom, please. My song, Boom Boom by D.E.L. Harrison. Boom Boom by D.E.L. Harrison. Can y'all please request it so I can like get on? That's all I want to see is I want to just open my eyes and then ding, I got some money in my account. Some big money in my account so I can travel the world. The more I get in this business, the more I be like, I do want to be like famous because you got to be like highly visible so that this business can call you. Like when you be calling to the comedy clubs, child, you be straight lowballing yourself. You cannot call them because other than that, they be like, well, if you want to just fly yourself into town and put yourself up, we can give you $50 for the weekend. Like they really stiff you on the shit. But then when they call you, then they be like, hi, it's a door deal and a 10 grand budget and a you know what I'm saying? You be having it's so much. It's like, so you have to get like, the visibility behind you. And that's why I'm like, I need to just work on high visibility because you're getting older, so at this point either you gotta like blow up or you gotta get a job again, and I am not job material. Like I just be like, even passing by people's job I be grouchy, you know what I'm saying? I don't even be knowing what the business do and I be like already they be getting on my nerves. They be getting on my nerves just from me looking inside the office building like, oh, I just smell like 15 people just got on my nerves real bad. Cousin, what's going on? I see you joined. What's going down? On my way to do some radio in Baltimore and then do some radio in DC, and hopefully I can do some radio tomorrow morning in DC. But you got to call if you're gonna do radio, because the radio is just sought after, and I love doing radio because I don't feel no pressure to Like, I don't have to, like, I can just be myself on radio. Maestro 1966, hey, what's happening? Thank you for joining in. Maestro, Kyle, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? What you up to? How is life? I'm talking about life is just great if you let it be. But it does not mean, the great life does not mean you will not be hit with the, you know, with the humdingers. I just was hit with a huge humdinger. Both my dogs. Now y'all know I've been traveling with dogs for the last 8 years. I've been raising dogs. Both of my dogs are gone. Both of my dogs are gone. My baby. Both of my dogs are gone. One was scared of the firecracker. I took her outside. I had him outside, tied up outside the grocery store because I take him with me everywhere. And they stay outside the grocery store just fine, but we just moved into a new neighborhood and they was popping firecrackers and my one dog is scared of the firecrackers. So she ran in the store. And she ran, but she didn't run in the grocery store. She ran in a 99-cent store that was like a few doors down from the grocery store. And the security took her out of the grocery store and didn't be like, "Hi, is this anyone's dog? Is this anyone's dog?" Just put my baby out on the street. So, you know, she's scared and she's running for her life, what she thinks. And I just took me and the other dog. We went to look for this dog all night long. Then I was like, I'm gonna drop him off because, you know, my other little dog gonna be walking like, you know, this far distances. And, you know, he was 8 years old. So I was like, let me just drop him off and then I'll just walk the streets. And then I just like, you know, I'll stop at 7-Eleven and get me a backwood because I need to smoke after all this 5 hours of walking looking for a dog that I never found. And then I was like, I'll get up in the morning time and I'll get up at like 5:30 a.m. and I'll go look for the dog. And I got up at 5:30 a.m. and I went and looked for the dog because I had stopped by this apartment building and they was like, oh, we saw her. So I thought somebody might have got her and they was gonna walk out and be walking her in the morning. And when I got never found my one dog that was lost. And then when I got home, the other dog was dead. I'm talking about life was just so, you know, the last 2 days I was like, I don't feel like doing shit. What is this about? Like my baby, if anyone knows me and knows about like my love for not just dogs and animals, but like my own dogs. I used to be telling people I birthed these dogs out of my own womb, and I was asking my cousin, I'm like, what is this about? And everybody that I talked to, you know, like for spiritual guidance, and you know, everybody was like, you know, and I even heard the Lord too, just being like, I'm just gonna close the chapter for you. You know, you've been taking care of these dogs, you did right by them, and I just want you to be free. And let me just say, I ain't been home since. Okay, I mean, I did go back home, you know, but I was returning home so often just to take care of the dogs, and now the Lord just like took that. So I know, Patrick, but the thing is, you know, you look at these things because life happens for us all, and although you take a minute to cry it out, I mean, I'm talking about I just go ride all day. But I was so happy to like be able to like bury the one dog that died, and then I just prayed for the other dog that was lost. I've been checking the like animal website because I don't want her to be like on no shelter website. Like I didn't definitely go get her, but my dog, she was such a good dog that somebody got that dog, because that dog loves kids, that dog loves family, that dog loves she loves everything except for other girl dogs. But she gets along with everybody, everything, even other girl dogs. She'll just like, you know, just do her own little thing. And that's just what it is. It's just like life just be happening, and you be having to move like right on. Like, and that's what I feel like the Lord was just teaching me. Like, look, there's gonna be, because even when I talk to my mother, one thing about my mother is like the queen of tie up your bootstraps and let's get back on the horse. You know, I talked to my mother. I was about to bury the one dog, and I was crying, of course, super crying and telling my mama, I was like, Mama, Rudy is gone. And then she was like, oh my God, what happened to Jackie? And I was telling her, Jackie, I was like, both dogs gone in a matter of 24 hours. And she was like, oh my God, you are having the worst day ever. The worst day ever. Is that how you chalk up my 2 babies gone? The worst day ever. But she was like, oh well, you know what? It's nothing you can do. And she's right. It's nothing I can do. I did every single thing. I mean, those dogs went to more towns than people. You know what I'm saying? So, Q Brooks, thank you so much, Anointed Jalen. Thank you so much, Patrick. Because, you know, that's just what it is. I appreciate everybody. You know, so many people call, but I really don't like post. No, you know, you see people online, child. I say I was going to make a skit about this. Because when you see people on Facebook, it's like, how do you think to post some sad shit during one of these heartfelt cries? You know, you know, your mama just passed away. You like, Mama! Mama! And then you, like, after through all of that, you manage to get to the keyboard and type up a lot. Like, I can't even, like, when I'm crying, being online is the last thing I want to do. Like, that's how I know, like, when Tyrese did that cry, like, nigga, you, like, I don't believe that, because, nigga, you got to press record, then you got to get the angle right, then you got to get lighting and shit. I don't believe that shit, because I can't do anything when I cry. I can't do lighting. I can't do none of that shit when I cry. You know what I'm saying? People be like, for the longest time. How do you even get to the keyboard? Because I am sad. I can't even think of where the keyboard is at the time. I'm actually discombobulated, okay? I you know what? I can't even do the point, like, I can't even, like, I smoke weed, right? But, like, if I'm, like, distressed out and crying and shit, I can't even, like, think to, like, roll something up. Like, I need to, like, get my mind together. Then I can smoke. Like, I almost gotta get myself back happy to, like, do some shit. You said the people who post all of their drama online live for the drama. Patrick, you ain't never lied about that shit, because people be posting their every move. Just got done taking a dump from the veggies I had earlier. Hashtag cleaning out. I mean, I'm talking about, I get, like, you know, even when I was looking at, like, you know, I'm with all these, like, internet stars, and I'm talking about, I got some real respect for these internet stars. They are, like, these people are machines. Like, they do this shit. They don't stop. You know, and I'm just not that type of person. Like, I want to just join in. Like, I did sketches for, like, years. Me and my ex-husband, like, every week, just, like, cranking them out. And the internet stars, like, it seems like they do them every day. You know what I'm saying? I come to Tyree's house, they'd be like, oh, we just cranked out 3. Like, you know, they have shooting schedules, and I just have so much respect for that. But it's like, you know, when I look at my, like, stats or whatever, I'm the type of person, like, I have to take a break. I can't just be fucking, I just can't every day some shit. Like, I'm not a robot. I need to take a break. I will take a break. I need to do something else. Like, I'm a person of pattern for a very short time, and then I gotta do something else. I can't just, like, be just, you know what I'm saying? I just can't just, like, every day I'm just like, here go this engine. Like, I need to, you know, and that's who I am on stage too. Like, you know, I'm gonna do comedy, and then sometimes I'm about to bust out and sing, then I need to tell a story, then I need to go to the crowd, and then I need to come back, and then I need to go back to the crowd. Then TJ hit me one time. Like, I just want to tell you, that's why I can't have no job too, because I can't do no shit every day. I can't do no shit every day. I need to, like, you know, have some different shit. I mean, that's why the arts work for me, because sometimes you gotta be calling management, you gotta chase this person out, you gotta do that. You said, I remember the audition at Stand Up NBC at Gotham. You definitely gave us some inspiration. Oh my God. Mr. Sanson. I remember. I remember so much. I'm talking about that Stand Up NBC. I think you just struck something in me. And, you know, it almost pissed me off thinking about, you know, doing well at those auditions and not getting picked. But thanks so much, Lord, for how it worked out, because one of those auditions I did very well and did get picked. And then like a week, like maybe like 3 days later, that's when Monique called me and like put me on her show because of some like sketch I did. And it's like the Lord is always telling me like, look, just the Lord be showing us, you know what too is? The Lord be showing us which way to go. Because sometimes we be like, oh, like I'm gonna go this way because this way is so good. And then the Lord be like, you going this way to try to get on TV, to try to get these people. I have the direct connection to the TV if you just trust me. So, you know, ever since that time, it just let me know, look, just do your thing. Just do the thing that the Lord is calling you to. The Lord makes me very skilled in like sketches and like stand up. So the Lord be like, look, just do this shit. And I'm talking about somebody is going, hold on, let me get Denny's logo out of my damn life. You know I don't play that free shout out shit. I play free now shout out because I'm shouting out where I am. But no, you cannot have your logo in my shit. I let you have it in it. Yeah, the Lord just be like, look, just do your thing. Just do whatever, everything I study about like attracting wealth, you literally have to be the happiest, your happiest. You know what I'm saying? You say, give the Lord my digits because he hasn't been telling me shit. See, the thing is, the Lord has been telling you, you have been blocking the Lord's voice. Do you hear me, Patrick? You've been blocked because the Lord does not talk to you loud. The devil is loud. The Lord is whispers. The Lord be like, go left right there. And then you be like, should I go left? Even though you just heard it, you will doubt that shit. The Lord, but he always tell you, he tell me what to do. I'm talking about he tell me what to do. And then I might tell myself what to undo. But that's what I've been trying to do is, and you know what that come from, Patrick? It come from spending time alone. Like, you know, I'm like real into like, you know, spending time by myself because I can hear from the Lord so much. Like when I spend time by myself, and that's the whole reason I was like, wow, I do want like eventually like a relationship, you know, this like great relationship or whatever. But my main thing is I don't want anyone to interrupt the hearing because I work so hard to get like to tune up my hearing so I can like hear from the Lord. The Lord will be like, I call this person right now, and then I'll be like, I'll call this person right now, and they'll be like, I was just thinking about you, and I'll be like, that is amazing, Lord. I can't believe you told me. I heard you. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? But that shit happens alone. That means a lot of like people gotta get cleared out. A lot of friends gotta get cleared out, Patrick. A lot of shit gotta get cleared out so you can have the hearing. Because when you be like around different people, you know, some people's voice, some people's not tuned in to like tune into you, tune into the Lord, they tune into their own like hearing. So you definitely got to be like real, like, you know, I even had like a couple years ago I had a disagreement with a friend, and I'm talking about I just chose to forgive, but then like to keep it like moving forward. And that was a very healthy choice. And I really like, you know, I can't even say I like miss the person. I can just say that, you know, it wasn't a bad thing to like keep it moving forward because I definitely don't miss the pressure and the stress I used to feel just interacting with them. You know what I'm saying? So Caviar, where is the good music ads? Because I just can't forever forget your performance, Caviar. That was just out of sight. John King 5173, what's up? I guess they just gonna have they just gonna have a shout out a cameo in my live. I'm about to get off a live. I've been chatting y'all up. It was good to see all the people that joined in though, because I was surprised because it's so early and everybody on their way to work. And I'm on my way to work too. I have officially circulated an hour. Patrick, I'm so glad you stayed on me the entire time. And what I'm gonna do is just remind y'all, you too, Patrick, thank you so much. Remind y'all that I'm gonna be this weekend at the House of Comedy in Maryland. Please get your tickets by going to the House of Comedy Maryland, houseofcomedymd.com. And then tune in to DTLR today with Ty Davis at 11 Eastern Time. Tune in to WHUR tomorrow morning. I will be on there tomorrow morning. And then House of Comedy Friday and Saturday in Waldorf, Maryland this weekend. Love y'all, love y'all, love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. The Dell Show.